That's why I think we should call it a uter you and not a uterus. Oh, we recording?
You think of that?
Oh!
Did you like work on that one?
Oh my God.
And he said he writes for people. What?
Why would anyone trust him to do that?
Damn it. Y'all hit me with the insult like that?
Hi, friends. Welcome back for another episode of More to the Story. Yay! I guess at this point I should just call both of y'all my co-hosts. I got two co-hosts today. I have the lovely Dion Lack.
Yay, I'm lovely now.
You still lovely. Even after all the things you've said tonight,
Yeah.
I'm still calling you lovely.
Yeah. Filling in.
And the wonderful and beautiful Tiffany
Hold up, man.
Ram.
Hold up. I want to be wonderful and beautiful now.
Jesus.
I
Look, we dealt with jealousy
Yeah, we
last
already
episode.
I'm right here.
Get over yourself.
You think I got a compliment, but when you ever got one upped on a compliment,
Oh my goodness. Y'all, hi.
yeah, welcome.
Y'all gave me all
welcome
this
back.
time tonight. I appreciate it. You have no idea.
Absolutely.
Oh wait, we barely even broke. Me and her had something to drink. Did you need something to drink?
Yes.
We rude. Can we pause for a second?
No.
I can run out. You want me to get you
no,
water?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm rude. I
but we
would
can
think
still
of
talk,
it
though.
now.
We can still talk.
Yeah.
Start getting caught in the mouth.
You wouldn't say nothing. You was gonna sit over there and
Hey,
suffer in
man,
silence.
you know,
right?
I started to realize that this is it's the budget, different budget over here.
What you trying to say? Wait, these are good things. You trying to say we don't have good things?
No. What I'm saying is when I was over at Raleigh Studios, they I'm all right.
I don't know what that is.
I was
You're talking
He
to me
made it
about
up.
things
I
I,
was,
don't
I was
understand.
creating thank you, Kim. I was creating a whole narrative, as in like
Oh,
there's a different echelon.
Echelon.
What?
echelon.
Wording.
Echelon.
Echelon.
Yeah, those are two different words.
Echelon.
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 Yeah.
Echelage.
So you
Echelon.
lost wording is harder.
He did.
Oh, okay.
How you know? You didn't watch
I
it.
just feel like you did, friend.
Tell other people know who won. Continue.
My babe won. Okay, so you guys, what is? I want each of you to share with me a lesson that you've learned from a past interaction, relationship, whatever that you like carry on throughout life, through the rest of your life. Like you're like, this is something I love, I won't repeat, or whatever.
Ooh. So you go both ways. Mm. Wow.
Who's going first?
Well, it's difficult because you want to think of do you want to go with the positive, or do you want to say
Both. Give it all to me.
Come on,
Come on, friend.
I don't know what direction
Come
I'm
on.
going
Something. What came to your mind first?
with.
Not that one.
Communication.
The other one. Oh, the communication. How so?
One of my first relationships, I had this little thing of if she loves me, she would know. It was the we've had this discussion. This is obviously the bad. This is not positive at all. It was just kind of like that. She knows that I like this, so I don't need to tell her this. And then when being let down numerous times, the blow up like, you know I don't like this. Why would you do this? She's like, when we had this discussion. And it was like, we've talked about it. You've talked about it. But you didn't tell me that you wanted this. You were complaining, but you didn't tell me I had to in our relationship. That was something I was like, oh, communication is a thing.
I feel triggered.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was definitely that I don't have to repeat myself type person. So it was like, oh, I've already discussed this. I've already shared this. So, now it's up there. He got it, and that's it. And then being disappointed and angry when it's like, Did you not listen to me?
Right.
And it's like, no, you probably should have just repeated yourself, dumbass. But yeah.
Yeah. But I was doing stuff like
It's okay to have to repeat yourself. Like,
Facts.
we're humans.
Mine wasn't great. It was like I'm talking to you. I'm like, I can't believe this girl. This is my girlfriend. I can't believe this girl at school is wearing yellow hats. I hate yellow hats, baby. I hate yellow hats. You know what I'm saying? She doing this, and like I'm thinking she needs to stop wearing. That's my way of saying stop wearing yellow hats.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because your girlfriend was wearing yellow hats. You're
No,
like-
she wasn't.
Okay.
At the time, as I'm telling her,
Yes.
but I'm like, don't wear yellow hats.
But then she wears a yellow
Yeah.
hat.
You were
And
just
it's
very
like-
Talked about
indirectly
this.
talking about
Right.
something you don't
Yeah.
like, and you're like,
Yeah.
why doesn't she picking that up?
Yeah. So
Because you're indirectly communicating. And
that
it's
sounded
trash.
like
Right.
I don't eat
That's why.
spaghetti. Well, you haven't tried my spaghetti. So she wore that yellow
You
hat.
haven't
She's like,
seen
you
me
didn't
in a
like
yellow
her in the yellow hat.
Right.
But you ain't seen me in a yellow hat.
Disrespecting me.
That's what that sounded like.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Wow. Okay. Tiff, your turn.
Oh goodness. So I'll just be vulnerable, transparent, because you guys were in your last few
Hey.
episodes. So yeah, my most painful or like critical, like on the negative side, was stop choosing to ignore the red flags for the fantasy of what you think you have. So my issue was I would fall in love with someone, and because I loved you and I made this fantasy of what I think we had together, I would just choose not to see the blatantly stupid red flags. You know what I mean? Because the red flags in the last few relationships are friend.
Can you
but
give
friend.
us an example,
So,
friend?
but because in my head I'm like, but they're this to me. So it's
But
okay.
I love them.
Yeah.
You're right.
Well, and also doubled with not using, being overly busy and worried about myself as an excuse to not see. Right. So 2 relationships, not back to back, but some time in between was, there were blatant red flags that my ex-husband was doing some pretty shady things. But I was just so enthralled in my own goals and my own life. I really just didn't see it. It was pretty obvious that what had been going on for an extended period of time. But because I was no, he loves me and we're building a future together and he's just letting me chase my dreams. I miss all these red flags of oh, why doesn't he want me to see the taxes this year? Why doesn't he want me to see do? Or why, and just, why do I have so much freedom? Oh, because you are doing whatever the hell over there. You know what I mean? So I was but I was so enthralled in the fantasy. I wanted to believe, yeah, you really do believe in my dreams. Yeah, I really do have all this freedom. Yeah, we do really communicate really well. I was yeah, you want to believe that fantasy. So really reminding myself, no, you need to be in touch with reality. Pay attention to what's actually presently happening. And don't be so involved in your own shit to not notice what's going on right here in front of you. So yeah, and that was my hardest thing because of course everybody's oh, you're a therapist, and it's easy to see as a neutral party from the outside. And
But
so
when
that's
you're
where
in the
I
middle
engaged
of
my
it,
support system. I'm listen, you guys are in charge because clearly I love to be in the fantasy. Listen, I believe
Not
in
you're in
Disney a
charge.
little bit. Okay, so I really let my support system ground me and bitch, that's a red flag, bitch.
Yeah.
And and it was 2 times they're well, we kind of try to tell you no. Now I just trust you. You all pump the brakes when it's clearly I'm in La La Land because this is not working for me and I want a different
Right.
outcome. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was my biggest lesson. Stop being in the fantasy, live in the present.
I mean, you remember that movie with Tyler Perry? Stop. Don't cut me off. Because I know that's a triggering word, Tyler Perry.
No, we're listening.
It's a Tyler Perry movie with Taraji P. Henson. It's a weird word. You know what I'm talking about?
Wait, they have more than one together though.
I was going to say, they got
It's the last one. It's a weird long word. All my words is hard. Obviously. What somebody
I was
said?
wait, we're trying to pinpoint the movie
Damn
specifically.
it!
the
It doesn't
title?
matter. So the movie was about. The movie was about. She had all red flags about this guy, but he was working towards something. He's I got the new iPhone. He's building a new iPhone. All her girlfriends get rid of him, girl.
Is it a criminy?
Acrimony.
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 Yeah, acrimony. See, wording is hard.
Yeah, it is.
So all her friends were Get rid of him. He's bad. He's bad. So as soon as she broke up, his iPhone, wherever technology, blew up.
Yeah, no, that was not my experience.
No, I'm not saying
Okay,
with
good.
you.
I was like, oh,
I'm not
Lord.
saying with you, but
No.
but how do you navigate that? Because it's like, girl, he's been prolonging trying to create this iPhone for the past 15 years. He's broke. He's living off of you. He's not good with money, and he's like, trust me, baby, it's gonna work. It's gonna work. She broke up. She moved on, and he created his world. He gave her money because like, you funded me. She's like, I don't want your money. I want you. But it's like, you broke up with me. You told all my friends. But by far Tyler Perry's best movie, but the third act was trash. So, but all that to say is, how would you navigate that? Is that technically red flags?
I haven't seen the movie, so I'm trying to process the synopsis you just gave me, and I'm a little lost.
So they were childhood sweethearts. In that very beginning, he cheated on her, right? I'm sorry, baby. I messed up. From that point, he never messed up again. But all her siblings knew that he ain't shit. He's like, I got this new technology. I don't know what the technology was. It say for his iPhone. It's this new phone that you can touch. You can do this. He's like, whatever, baby. You need to get a job. And he's like, I'm telling you, I gotta focus all my attention on this. Get a job. And then he's like kind of bad with money. She's like, my sister got you a job. I need for you to take this money and do this. And he fucked it up because he's like, I got this job, but I got an interview at this place around the corner. And then she was like, that's the last straw. You cheated on me then. You bad with money. You can't get a job. We breaking up. And like a year after that, his iPhone blew up.
Oh, okay.
And now he's like, hey, since you supported me all these years, I want to break you off with like $5 million. And she's like, nah, I want you. And he already had moved on with somebody else.
Right.
And now she's like, no, she's living the life that I want.
Well, that's the issue. So there's layers there, but the main
Yes.
issue is
Yes.
she doesn't really want to be with him for him then, because she
Yeah.
had made a decision. Love is not unconditional, not even for your children. Every human has a breaking point, and you usually don't know what it is till it happens.
Right.
So that's that. But in that case, she didn't want him. She wanted the lifestyle he's now living.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? Like, had she really wanted him and believed in him and, like, whatever, she would have just hung in there.
Yeah.
But I mean, all your friends was like, girl, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, you were.
So, I mean, you said because all her friends knew that he
Friends
wasn't
and
shit.
family.
So I'm like, what other way was he not?
Yeah, the
Just a
early
good
on
guy.
infidelity. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
he was just a good guy.
there's
just kind
layers
of.
there.
Yeah. There was a lot more there. I mean, minus the infidelity part. I mean, but that sound like pretty much being to here is coming.
Every
like,
entrepreneur,
we
every
started-
entertainer, you have to believe in the
Yes,
dream
we
collectively
were
for it to work.
Poor AF.
Yeah.
And it was just like, yo, I really, really, really believed that he would make it. I
Right.
really, really believed it. I still believe, you know, like there's so much more to come.
Yeah.
So, she didn't have the stick-to-itiveness.
Man.
I call it success resilience, but anyways, you
Yeah.
can call
Friends
me
and
for that.
family will talk you out of stuff. It's hard. It's
Stop
hard.
using the actual technical terms.
No,
I use
like
the
technical
word.
term.
Yeah. Especially I do.
She's
Just
trying
stick
to
to it,
show
to
me
it.
up.
No,
No,
never.
I'm
Because when
joking.
you made up, what word did you make up for the what
tell
episode?
him. I don't know.
Don't
No,
tell
no,
people.
no. It was like the uncomfortableness. I was like, oh, that's cute. They're
No, sir, you've got some good words that are
they're
just
quality,
yours.
and
Right?
I take them
This
because
works.
I make up words all the time.
Oh, okay.
But because, I say them in a certain way, they stick and people believe them. I'm like, that's really not a word. But
Right.
I'm glad you're taking it. Yeah.
Do you think friends and family can break you up? Not you, but like a relationship.
Oh,
A
yeah.
what?
Like,
What
Do
could
you
break
believe
friends-
friends and family?
like, what are you doing?
Their involvement,
Like, they're,
yeah.
they're constantly like, girl, stop.
That's why you can't let people know so much
Everything,
of what's
yeah.
going on.
I'm always worried about who I let know. what.
Yeah. And my I had someone tell me recently, like, that they appreciate me for not like ganging up on their significant other, even though they share all this stuff with me. Because I'm like, at the end of the day, that's up to you. And I'm
Right.
not about to be like, girl, leave them. Like, no, that's all you. I'm just here as a sounding board or just to listen. Like, I'm not even trying to get into it like that. And I'm not nasty towards him. I'm still like, you know.
It's really hard giving
Very-
opinions, man. When someone
What'd you
asks you, it's hard to get somebody's opinion. Like, how do you feel about this? You be like, do you want to know the truth?
Right.
Yeah, I've been in that situation.
Because if you get the truth,
Yeah.
now you have to make them uncomfortable. But if they stay with them, it's like now you know my truth of how you feel, how I feel about your
Right.
relationship.
I had the opposite issue. Like, my family and friends were all like, well, you just loved him so much. We didn't want to, like, hurt your feelings. And I'm like, y'all should have probably just hurt my little feelings. Because
Yeah,
it
see,
would have
that's when
saved
it
me a lot of
becomes
time and money.
No,
I
that's
think it's
not-
a cultural difference,
yeah.
too, though, because a lot of, like, I'm biracial and most of my family is white. And I think it came from just, like, a cultural aspect of, like, culturally just that part of my family and friends, like, that's what they do. They're more like, we'll just, like, wait and see. Like, she'll figure it out. Versus, like, I would have, my black family, now that I've reunited with them, they would have definitely been like, listen here, child. Like, child. And I'm like, at some point, like,
Yeah.
that balance is hopeful, but you still should have a level of, like, you can be transparent, but have a level of privacy. There are certain things you're not supposed to tell everybody.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Like we share a lot on here, but we don't share everything. But yeah, I definitely like and because it's other people that she had shared things with, and then they started kind of acting nasty towards her significant other, and she's like, you're always so sweet to him, like it's no problem with you in sex, and I thank you, I appreciate that, because that's my husband, we still together. Like I just need somebody to talk to who ain't gonna try to blow my shit up. So
I hate being in the blind side of people know my business, but I don't know that they know my business.
Oh, that right there. I don't like that.
I
Yeah.
hate that because now
I don't mind that. And I say I don't mind that because Tahir has a friend that he calls when to talk about us. And I'm like, I'm 100% okay with that because he needs somebody else to talk to.
Sure.
And he completely gets it that I have someone that I talk to about us.
I
Like,
get that.
we need
Yeah.
that. And I'm 100% okay. Like, I know he's not about to just be telling everybody that's around us all willy-nilly, but it's a select group of people that I know that they know our business, like our legit business, and I'm okay with it.
I'm talking about if I had a gambling problem, right? And then my wife is like, hey, Dion has lost $50 million last week. And me and that person that they told the story to, I'm like, yeah, I think we should go to Hollywood Bowl to make some money. She's like, I don't think you should. And I'm like, what are you talking
Okay,
about?
well, that's a problem.
You know what I'm saying?
That person's a bad friend to your wife.
That's where the issue
They,
is.
It was like, what
they
do you-
should not even
What do
let
you
on
mean?
that they know.
Yeah,
Like,
that's when it becomes an issue. It's like if someone,
Yeah.
one of Tahir's friends who knows stuff was talking to you,
Right.
and then you
Yeah.
like, wait, it
like
becomes-
that's,
I don't want you
that's
to be
a
like,
problem.
do we really have to? And I was like, what do you know
Like,
down?
no- now-
oh, she told you?
What
Right.
what that friend should have done is gone back to your wife and been like, so he said he gonna go gambling, girl. And so
It gets complicated when it's a shared person because
Yeah.
usually your vault person
is not-
like a shared mutual person.
It's
like
not,
Tahir's
yeah.
person he talks to is probably
It's-
not someone you have
it's
readily
not.
access to, right?
Exactly, and
your
vice versa,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that's where you
or
avoid
you're going to come
that
across them
crossover.
and create an uncomfortable situation.
Yeah.
Right. That's not the person. you're
yeah,
talking to.
but yeah, that person is not a good friend to your wife, and she needs to understand that.
Yeah, I feel like anybody I'm dealing with, I let them know like this is my vault person. They know everything. Just
Vault
presume
person.
they know
I love that.
everything.
I'm
You
gonna
know,
I
use
love that
that.
term.
all
vault
the
person.
things.
I'm about to.
Throw it in there and close us out and spin the thing.
all the things.
Need that person you can trust with that. Hey, friends. So, I want to talk about SongFinch for a minute. Okay. What?
What's SongFinch?
Okay. So, SongFinch is this. It's amazing. So you basically get to pair with a songwriter and have a song made, right? And I had a song made for you. Like,
Let me hear it.
I'm excited.
Nap and a big ass gat in the water on Valentine's Day, and that's why everybody tell it, you're the greatest
Yeah.
in the world. I just wanna tell you, you're the greatest in the world. Yeah, no, just in case you didn't know, shine so bright, it's like you glow. Oh, 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 oh. Hope you always let it show. Oh, 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 oh. Always laughing, that's just how it goes. Right.
I did this because, like, you mean the world to me and everything's been going on, and I just wanted to let you know what you mean to me. But also, like,
I'm about to kiss you in the mouth.
this was such a fun process. Like, I just created an account on SongFinch. I listened to all these different singers and songwriters to learn their style, their voice, and I found like the genre and the voice and everything that I trusted with our story. And so I filled out these prompts just telling them the part of our story that I wanted to tell, which was about how we met. The song talks about how we, used to link up between classes as school.
Wait, that's how you come on my house to eat.
To come over your house to eat because I was pregnant. Yes. And even our first Valentine's Day together, like the gift you gave me, it was a gallon of water, y'all, because I used to drink water constantly, like with every meal all day long. I never drank anything else.
I thought something was wrong with it. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is so sweet.
The song is called The Greatest, and I'm super excited. And you like it?
I love it. I can't
That's
wait to hear the whole
amazing.
thing. As soon as we get out of here, I'm playing it in the car.
So, you guys, like, the holidays are up on us, and I want to share with the More to the Story listeners on how you could do something like, you're trying to figure out what to give somebody who has everything. This is it. They don't have a song written specially for them. So, and with SongFinch, like I said, you get to link up with songwriters and singers to really custom make it, like the sound down to their voice. You get to pick that. And to create your custom song, you just simply share a few details about your life, about your relationship, about who this person is, what they mean to you, about the occasion, or a different, like just whatever you want to share. And they bring it to life. Like, songs are created and delivered in 3 to 7 days. So you have more than enough time before Christmas. I'm thinking about doing it again for my sister.
That's gonna be amazing. I was just reading the lyrics, and it's amazing.
Yes,
they captured it perfectly.
It's amazing. Like, and you get to work with them to alter it after, like, the first one is just a draft. So if you got some notes, something you want to change, you get to communicate with your person to have them change that for you and make it just the way you want it. So songs are $200, but y'all, with code STORY, you get $20 off your own custom song this week only. And so that makes it just $179 for a gift they will treasure forever. So, but you have to hurry and use code STORY, that's STORY, for $20 off this week only. Like, this was the best gift ever. I was so excited. It was so much fun making it. And you see his reaction, and I can't wait till he hears the whole song. Yeah. So visit SongFinch, that's SongFinch.com, and use code STORY for $20 off your very own custom song. Enjoy. Yeah. But okay, sorry y'all. Back to the lessons.
Yes.
The lesson I realized, I feel like I have carried with me, and it actually came from my mom, of all people. Like, if anybody knows her the way I know her, they'll be like, she said that. But she told me not to settle. And she was like, and that's in, like, all the things, across the board for everything. She was like, if there's something you want, I mean, and she meant this with everything. Like, look, this store don't have the shoes that you want, then don't get something else that you don't really want. We're going to go and find the right ones. Like she said it. She repeated that throughout my entire life about everything. And so it was just something that stuck with me, even with dealing with other people. It's like, I don't need to deal with your what you're bringing to the table. Like what you're bringing to the table does not work for me. You continue to be you, and I'm gonna move me and continue to be me. Like, but we don't work well together, type of situation. And I say it's funny that that came from her, because I was in a terrible relationship, and I wasn't happy, and so I was like, you know what? I'm not happy here, and I'm ending this for no other reason than I'm not happy with this person. Like, it's, this is just not my person. And she just really, really, really wanted me to be with that person. And I'm like, I'm not happy. And she's like, but it's stable and you could be. Like, it was her attitude. And I was like, no, nigga, don't settle, remember? Like,
Right.
She said,
you used
Using
me
me
against me, right? So,
Can't really rebuttal me.
right. I was right when I said that. So that is one of the things that I carried with me, the don't settle. The other thing was just on the not so great side of it, was to not let myself I don't know how to word it. Okay, I'll give y'all the example. So I misunderstood what love was, and this was like a lot earlier. I thought that the way that this person treated me, they were this way, that way, because they loved me, and they had a hard time processing their feelings and showing their feelings. So I was like, oh, I just got to work with it. That's just who they are, and just accepting, who they are. And I was like, and I finally got to the point where I was like, you are terrible for me.
oh.
You are like legit terrible for me. Like, you're making me a worse person because I'm trying to match your terrible ass energy.
Well, let me be the white devil's advocate. All right?
Okay.
Ice cream versus salad. Ice cream is amazing. Salad is amazing. When you eat the ice cream, you're like, oh, this tastes so good. But you know which one is good for you. So when you first, at any relationship, you realize this makes me feel amazing. A lot of relationships is ice cream. Till you realize I'm getting fat. I have no nutritional value in my body.
Like, you can't just eat
Yes.
I
ice cream.
can't eat ice cream. You
Yes.
started realizing, like, I have to get rid of this. Now you kind of feel like I can have my salad, but I can have like a spoonful. Oh, I can't even do that now. So that's why when it comes to settling, that's you started kind of like, can I just have both?
You need an ice
moderation.
cream salad, is what you need.
Ice cream salad. Gross.
No.
So I get it, man. I don't know, man. I settle with ice cream a lot.
That was
No.
the punchline to that. Going back to settling.
Right.
She's trying to make a whole new point. And
No.
Deion's still on, well, settling. But ice cream, no.
No, sir.
It's so good.
Yeah.
So wait, so you were saying like
hit it
your
in-
second lesson was like not just not settling, but like realizing you don't have to like try to bring yourself to their level.
Exactly. Because I was kind of especially, in your early 20s, you're trying to find yourself and who you are and all the things. And sometimes you kind of adapt to who you're with.
Yeah.
And I kept adapting and losing me. And I was like, this ain't me. And you're making, like, me being with you is making me a terrible person.
Right.
And it's just snowballed from there. So I was like, yeah, I need to tap out of this real quick. It was a long, hard tap out too. But yeah, that sounded dirty. I did not mean for it to sound dirty, but it was. I had to tap out of that. But hey, friends, with HelloFresh, you get fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. Skip trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. That's why it's America's #1 meal kit. The holidays are upon us and they are hectic. At least they can be. But they don't have to be, because with HelloFresh, they help keep things simple with recipes that cut back on meal prep and clean up so you can spend less time in the kitchen and more quality time with friends and family. HelloFresh meals are ready in around 30 minutes or less. Plus, with their quick and easy meals, 20-minute recipes, or low prep and easy cleanup options, you can get food on the table quicker so you can spend more holiday time with the loved ones. Recipes like balsamic and fig beef tenderloin or pecan crusted salmon make holiday meals feel special without the high cost of dining out or delivery. Or go for a cozy comfort food choice like chicken sausage and sweet potato soup for a cold winter night. We just had that soup. It was so good. Oh my God, you have no idea. So y'all know, I say it time and time again, I absolutely love HelloFresh. We just had some, I don't have the name of it in front of me, but some Monterey Jack something with some onion jam burgers and some seasoned potato wedges. Those burgers were so good, and the bread was really good and fresh, like everything about it. They give you literally everything you need. Like, there's no questions. There's nothing missing. I have not received a simple package with anything missing or damaged or whatever. So I really want you, especially now since you already spending all your money on getting ready, on shopping for Christmas dinner, like, let HelloFresh do this part for you. Like, stop trying to figure out all that extra stuff and what you're going to eat around the holidays, because not only do they have the food for you for the holidays, they have everything in between. So you can get it at HelloFresh.com/14more and use code 14more for up to 14 free meals and 3 free gifts. It's the holidays, y'all. They giving gifts. So that's HelloFresh.com/14more, like my last name, and use code 14more for up to 14 meals and 3 free gifts. Do not miss out on this. Like, HelloFresh is amazing. So right now, log into HelloFresh.com/14more and use code 14more and enjoy. But I was just talking and I brought this up, and I'm happy this is a shorter episode because I brought it up. So I was talking to a friend and we were just kind of reminiscing on past experiences and like picking up on those lessons and learning from them in a way that's not making your next relationship pay for that. Is like you actually dealing with it and learning where you could fix it and move on. She said she likes saying smart stuff. Give me a second.
Speaking of smart stuff, have you ever been? You feel like you're powerful. You feel like you're funny, but do you realize that someone else is much funnier than you or smarter than you, and now all of a sudden you feel intimidated? Imagine being the smartest person in the room, and then somebody else is much smarter, hitting you with bigger words. You could like, oh, I don't know any of that, and now everything you about to say is supposed to come out, but you like, maybe I might get shitted on if I say this sort of thing. So, like, that's how I feel now.
Why?
Why?
No, because I had a thought and I was like, I want to say this, but I was like, I feel like she's going to destroy this this sentence.
that's
No,
straight
say it.
anxiety.
And then somebody else probably
say it.
thinks
We
the
build it up.
Now you
somebody
have
else
to.
probably
Oh, yeah,
thinks
now
the
I'm in
same
here,
thing
too.
and like, yes, talk like share.
So
I'm like, I haven't shitted on anything.
don't
all
shut
night.
yourself down like
no,
that.
so
We
I
don't
said,
do
I
that.
don't want you
all
to
your
take this actually
experiences.
personally. I was actually, I thought it would be funny. I thought
Well,
y'all
I
gonna actually
mean,
laugh
all
at
this
it.
build up, you're kind of
No, no,
ruining
no.
it. But go ahead and say
No,
it.
I thought it was gonna be more of a punchline versus y'all looking at it like, no. I was like, oh, now I gotta.
Yeah, I think you thought it was a compliment. Like, I'm so smart.
No.
thanks.
It was one of those things of like I feel like a lot of people come from me with a relationship, and I was like, you guys are dropping gems right now, and I was like, oh man, now you guys are my therapy, and I was like, everything I could say could possibly be like, if I feel like all the books I wrote and people have bought, I was like, throw them shits away, y'all.
It's like an imposter syndrome. thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thank you. You
no.
didn't give me all the words. Like I feel like
Right.
I feel like I've given a lot of people advice when it comes to relationship or like analogies and stuff like this. And I was like, oh man, everything I'm saying right now, I feel like I don't even feel like I'm helping no one right now.
What?
Yeah, you are.
Yes,
All
exactly,
experiences
yes.
are valuable because it
This is-
validates
All
someone
of
else
them.
who had a
All
similar
of them.
experience.
Yeah. So
Yep,
I was
yep.
hoping this was gonna be a snowballing versus like back to me sort of thing. like yeah, this happened to me versus like you the person. I'm thinking this is gonna be a premise versus like it's back to me.
Funny. Well, whoops. There went that.
Okay, so just in my conversation earlier with her, she was saying like when you're dealing with just life lessons, you could either choose to learn from love or choose to learn from suffering. And the learning from love is like, you know what? I am smart enough to not repeat that, and I'm thankful for that lesson, and you move on. Like, you know, you make your peace with it, you learned what was there to be learned, and you move on. But learning from suffering is like you're still holding on some bitterness about it, and, you know, a level of resentment that you haven't processed. And basically, like, if you're still upset over a past encounter, a past situation, then you know, you haven't learned anything and you probably will repeat it. So just I'm one of those people, which only time I hate hearing that everything happens for a reason is when someone dies. That pisses me off.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's like the worst possible fucking thing to say. I went to a funeral, y'all, and the whole basis of what this pastor was trying to say was everything happens for a reason. And I was like, sir, don't try to sugarcoat it.
First of all,
It's the
too
same.
Too soon.
It's the same fucking thing. Like, that's not okay. But anyway, like, I do believe, like, I've been in some terrible situations, but I came out of it like, yo, now I know what my hard stops are. I know how I feel about certain topics. I know how I want to be treated. I know how I'm willing to treat or what I'm willing to do for others. Like, I know going in. Because I learned the hard way that the way I friendship does not work for everybody. And I was ghosted by a couple of friends because it's like, I'm not going to talk to you all the time. I do not operate that way. And sometimes even without having, there's nothing is wrong in the relationship. I deal with a certain level of anxiety, and sometimes answering a phone call or responding to a text it's too much for me, and I'm not going to do it. But people in my circle understand that. And if you're still around, you understand that, and you have experienced some ignored fucking text. Like, only people I get back to immediately was my husband and my daughter. Like, that's it. My mom gets put on hold.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, and it's and I had one of the friends actually back home. I learned the hard way because I was trying to reach out to her, like, you know, doing my biannual little check-in. Hey, how you doing? How the baby? Type stuff. And yeah, no response. And I was like, okay. And I reached out to a mutual friend. I was like, hey, tell her I'm trying to reach. Oh, yeah, she just work a lot. I was like, I get it. Never mind. Okay. Say no more. Got it.
Like, our friendship's over. I guess
This
I know now.
Doesn't work for you. I get it. Nah, can't win them all. Hey, friends. So, as you know, we're from St. Louis, and so our family's not going to be together this holiday. We made it work for my family last year, but it's not going to happen for either of us this year. But I found a way to bring us all together safely. And that's with a hand-painted compilation portrait from Paint Your Life. This makes a great gift. Like, I have no notes. It's amazing. We had a photo of us recreated using Paint Your Life of this beautiful party, and we get compliments on it all the time. And my only regret is not getting it so much bigger because it's sitting in the middle of our living room wall right now. So if you're looking for a special gift for someone this holiday season, something truly unique and personal, especially for those people who have everything, we've got a great idea for you. At paintyourlife.com, you can have an original painting by a world-class artist done by hand from any photo at an affordable price. So all you have to do is send any picture of yourself, your kids, family, a special place, a pet, or combine photos into one painting. And with Paint Your Life's compilation portraits, you can bring together family members who never had the chance to meet, or create a portrait of the whole family without the need for everyone to be there for a family photo. Because I'm sure you can imagine being across the country from our family, like, you know, it's hard getting us all together. So this will be a super cool way for us to do it, and I can't wait to see the finished product. Again, you get to choose from a team of world-class artists and work with them until every detail is perfect. You can order a custom-made, hand-painted portrait in less than 5 minutes. The process is quick and easy, and you get the hand-painted portrait in about 3 weeks, so you still have time. At paintyourlife.com, there's no risk. If you don't love the final painting, your money is refunded, guaranteed. And right now, as a limited time offer, get 20% off your painting. That's right, 20% off and free shipping, because you know those shipping fees be killing us sometimes when we want to be nice and give people stuff. So to get this special offer, text the word STORY to 64,000. That's STORY, STORY, to 64,000. And Paint Your Life. Celebrate the moments that matter most. Bye.
So you're not happy when people don't respond to your text, but you can do that.
That's what you got from that?
Right.
That's what
There's
you got
a lot
from
of
that.
stuff there. That's what he took away.
Men, this
So
is why you
cute.
have to repeat yourself, because
know.
people don't always
So
grasp.
when-
Let me finish. This is why you have to repeat yourself. You have to be okay repeating yourself, because people will pick up on different parts of it
Right.
every time you say it. So they don't always grasp the whole thing. I
That
did
was one
not
part, though, yeah.
say that.
So this is how I look at it. End of your conversation. Now, I heard your conversation, so it's like, So how do you, I should say this, how do you feel about people not responding your text message when you just said only people you take waves of?
Yeah.
I was ending your, I wasn't saying this is what I got out of it. I was saying in the conversation, how do you feel about people not responding to your text messages?
I am okay with it. Actually, I didn't even realize she didn't respond for a good month.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, okay. Then you're really. Yeah.
So
Right.
because
So
I
you
just
gave her a
don't
lot of
get
leeway.
that caught
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
And
You
so
had like an
then,
epiphany. You're like, oh wait.
yeah, and I was like, wait, I was like, let me make sure I actually sent the text, because I am notorious for typing the text and not sending it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I
welcome
went
to
back
the
and
club.
checked. I was like, oh, I did send it, and I was like, and so I sent another one, and then some time passed, and I was like, oh. And then I actually called and was like, oh, this ain't even her number no more.
Oh.
So I was like, oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
oh.
Layers.
So
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was,
Yeah.
talking about it. I'm like, oh yeah, it was like a whole thing.
I feel
But
away.
yeah.
I feel away when
Really?
someone respond to my text message. I mean, I ain't talking about immediately. I'm talking like if you having big fun on the internet,
Mm-hmm.
and I know I got your number, it's like, come on, man. Like I
Really?
have, yes.
People see that level of ownership with people.
Yes,
If-
and control.
So if I say this is a real conversation. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
can you do my show? I'm like, yes. Like hit me with the cool. Like
or confirmed or
you
whatever.
confirm.
confirmation. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, that
based
makes
on what
sense.
you're saying there, that makes
That
sense.
makes sense.
Yeah.
so this is a real conversation. Like
No,
this
we
really
here,
happened.
we here for it.
This
Yeah.
really happened. so now
We believe you.
I'm like, so am I on the show or not? Nothing. But you having big fun on the internet. So I'm like,
Okay, so you see they're obviously using their phone and they're seeing,
Right,
and they're seeing messages
right.
come in, but they're ignoring them when they're important in a business.
so
sense.
now I feel like you kind of play on my time.
Yeah.
So as in like
Yeah.
like
because
I don't know
it's
if I can
revolving
do
Yeah.
around business, I completely
Yeah.
Yeah,
understand.
I
the
get it
frustration.
around business.
Yeah.
But if it
Yeah.
wasn't business, because listen, there's two people in my life that they be on the internet big time as part of, influencers, big personalities. They be big on multiple devices at the same time. I know you see these messages. I know you see these messages. But as an individual who knows that individual, like, that don't mean nothing. You working, you big on the internet, you posting. Like, I know this text message is gonna get responded to eventually.
Yeah.
But like the expectation that it's immediate, your feelings would be big hurt with
Yeah,
this
yeah.
person
Yeah.
if that was your expectation.
But imagine if you said, "I miss you, baby," and you looking like you waiting for the I miss you.
No,
too."
literally, this one specific person I know, even in certain situations, like, if even with a sext, like, it might not get a response right away. Even though you big on the internet. Like,
Yeah.
you just got to know the people you're dealing with
Yeah.
also. Like, there's just certain people where, like, I'm not offended. When I'm more, like, flattered when it is a quick response. I'm like, oh, you must have time right now.
Right. Yeah.
Right?
I think that's
I even be
settling.
like,
and it'd be
"Ooh,
at
thanks
the
for the
weirdest
quick
times with certain people. I'm like,
I think
5
that's
a.m.?
settling.
Oh, you just
Yeah, the
right
random
now.
responses are like 3 a.m. Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't get that caught up in it. Like we just
Yeah.
I think that's
kinda
settling.
operate that way.
It also depends on, like, if I'm texting somebody and they've been across all the text messages thus far responding frequently and like actually doing it, and then suddenly they stop responding like that, then I'm like, okay, something's up.
Right,
Yeah.
something
Right.
happened.
Obviously, there's something going on.
You went to the
Right.
bathroom or something.
yeah.
No, everybody brings their phone to the bathroom. Except me, apparently.
You said you
A
don't.
lot of people, yeah, I don't really bring my phone in the bathroom that often.
What do you be doing? You just like this?
So, first and foremost,
people
I
just
don't
spend a lot of
enjoy
time.
being in the restroom,
I mean-
especially with my own stink, like many men be doing. I don't understand that.
They
get
just
in and get
hang
out.
out in there,
Yeah.
girl.
I be in, I wipe,
They
I wash,
just-
I get out.
They just
Like,
hang out.
And also, why do I want the phone to be in the filth and the stench?
Yeah, there's always
I
that
don't get
thought,
it,
too.
but that's a side conversation.
Well, how wild is your bowel movements? You splash?
No,
everywhere?
I actually am very quick and efficient in the restroom. I also don't understand men being in there for 45 minutes. Y'all need to go to the doctor.
No,
Aren't
Say
you
it
getting hemorrhoids?
again.
What's happening?
For the people in the back.
I don't know what's going on in there. Can't be
And
good.
Tahir be complaining about me talking to him while he in the bathroom, and I'm like, "Well, nigga, you leave the door wide
Yeah, yeah.
open."
My
and
house.
then I be like,
My
I'm
house.
at the bottom of the steps,
I
like,
live alone and
"You
I still close the door."
stink." Yes, I be at the bottom of the steps, like, "You stink." Oh, you smell me? How would I
yeah.
not? The door is wide
Yeah,
open.
yeah.
Oh, we in here now. Listen, I have a cat, so the door do be cracked because if you cat
Yeah.
people, like, you can't close the door.
Yeah.
I don't understand. What do you mean? What do
Cats
they do?
will be like, you can't be alone.
Yeah,
They're like, the
they're
hand
like-
will come underneath the doorway. Like,
Really?
Yeah.
what you doing in there?
That's crazy.
My cat, you just have to push it. At least it has to be like cracked, so in case he wants to enter, he can. Like,
Wow.
crazy.
yeah, cats are aggressive.
Okay, y'all. So, I brought this up because I want to know what lessons people out there in the world, what lessons have you learned from a past relationship and everything? What'd somebody say?
I love it.
I'm sorry. Past relationships, whether that's friendship, family, or just lessons you've learned in the past that you apply to life. What did you tell me your story? I want to know your story. You know how to find me.
Comments. Hey.
Tell me your story. Yes, but because I want another part to this, and so but I want to hear from you guys. K, that's your homework. All right, but anyway, this is great. This has been another episode of More to the Story, and we are here. Tiffany Ram, do you want to run it back one more time on where we can find you?
Yes, at Tiff Talk TV on all platforms, TIFFTALK TV. Check me out.
Yay! And Dion Lack.
Yes. What was the laugh about?
She just felt like you were gonna say something funny. She was ready.
The way you ended the last two podcasts.
I don't know.
Something.
Sorry. I apologize.
DIONLACK, lack toast, LACKTOAST, ENT on YouTube. That is all. Ta-ta.
Thanks, friends,
Yes.
for tuning in. See you next week.
The lovely, beautiful
Oh wait,
Dion
is
Lack.
this? One of these was a Thanksgiving episode, so happy Thanksgiving. If it's this
Hey.
one, I don't think it's this one. I think it was the last one. Happy Thanksgiving last week. Bye.
Yay, Turkey Day.